what's up everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneur moms with a digital presence. Now, if you've been creating content for TikTok and you want to understand how to tweak your content so that it performs even better for you with every passing day, you're in the right place because I'm going to discuss with you in this video how to use TikTok Insights to grow. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get real-world help that entrepreneur moms like you need to succeed when you're doing business online today. Now, if you've been wondering about a great way to fetch you the 3 macro conversions that you need to succeed in business today, gaining followers, growing your email list, and getting sales, then you'll want to know about my Entrepreneur Mom TikTok hashtag strategy, which I covered in the video that came just before this one in my TikTok marketing series. So be sure to check that video out. But here in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use TikTok Insights to grow. If you're not typically one who gets into using your analytics on an app or a browser, well, today's going to be a first for you. No worries, I promise I'll be gentle. You gotta go pro. In a previous video in this series, I covered how to change your TikTok personal account, which is what it is by default in a TikTok, turn it into a TikTok Pro account. So if you missed that video, be sure to check it out because it'll walk you through what to do click by click if need be. Going pro on TikTok is easy and free, so why not? Plus it unlocks features that you need if you're going to be marketing your business on TikTok, and that includes your Pro account's insights. Insights are really analytics. So don't freak out, mama, but your TikTok insights are really just analytics that help you measure what's going on in your TikTok account. As they say, you can't manage what you don't measure. But just in case you're foggy on the concept of analytics, let me just say here that analytics in a global sense is the systematic computational analysis of data or statistics. It's used for the discovery, interpretation, and communication of meaningful patterns in data. And you're like, so? And I'm like, well, analytics, including but not limited to your TikTok insights, entails applying data patterns towards effective decision making. Point being, once you know how to read your TikTok insights or analytics, you'll be able to interpret what you're being shown in such a way that it can and should drive your decisions in terms of the content that you create to use in terms of your marketing efforts on the TikTok platform. Finding your insights. You can find your insights on TikTok either in-app or via desktop. And you know this mama is a desktop girl, right? So you have your choice of device environment, so to speak, to read your analytics. The analytics button is found under your account options in either place. So on desktop, because I love it, tap the upper right tab and select View Analytics. Pretty straightforward. Your Insights Overview. So the overview screen is the first one you'll land on, and at that point you'll get at a glance your top level view of the last 7 days worth of data involving your profile views, followers, and video views. Side note, TikTok shows your data utilizing UTC timing, so you have to keep that in mind. And if you're like, but Stacey, I don't know what UTC timing is, I'll say, that's okay, mama. UTC is an acronym that represents Coordinated Universal Time and is the basis for civil time today. It's a 24-hour time standard that's kept through the use of highly precise atomic clocks that are combined with the Earth's rotation. I now feel like Bill Nye the Science Guy, I swear. I could explain to you the intricacies of converting UTC time to your time zone, but then I'd melt down your brain, which isn't fun for anyone. So just Google search a UTC time zone converter and voila, you'll be able to figure it out. Content Data Deep Dive. The next view that you can take is a more specific one that's related to content. It shows your video posts, especially the top 9 videos you posted within that 7-day period, which has the fastest growth in terms of views. How to use TikTok Insights to grow here would be to see which videos are giving you the fastest and best growth, take a good look at the content itself, your call to action contained within it, and your caption and hashtags. And then you should decide to double down on producing more content in that overall vein to continue to build off of your current success in a way that's best. You then have your trending videos so you can see what's been trending on the For You page. How exciting! You'll get the total number of views that those videos have accumulated. Very useful. Keep in mind, these may be videos that you posted outside of the 7-day window of data. However, the views that you're seeing during this particular 7-day slice are those that you've gotten for those videos, regardless of when they initially were published. But those views being displayed here are additional views that those videos got. So if you published a video over a week ago that's still gaining views, good for you. You're gonna get the data on that additional growth. Nice, right? How to use TikTok Insights to grow here is you seeing which content is hugely successful that is still a rising star long after its publication. Not only so that you double down on producing more of that type of content, but perhaps you can identify patterns from the outside world in terms of why that content is continuing to resonate within your niche's part of the TikTok community, because that might give you some great information for your marketing and sales purposes, both on and off TikTok, quite frankly. Individual video analytics. Want to know more about how an individual video is doing? Just tap on the video thumbnail and you'll get a dashboard dedicated to that individual video itself. Very nice. You get to see the total like count of the post, the total number of comments, and the total shares, if any, of that particular video. Views for clues. You can also get the metrics for the total views of your content, and you can find your week over week average time watched. Your metrics here include total time watched, total views, and average time watched. By comparing the average time watched versus the total video time for a piece of content, you can see how many viewers watched your video a repeat amount of times. The more repeat views a piece of content gets, the better. How to use TikTok Insights to grow here is to see where you've got videos that aren't getting repeat views versus ones that do, so that you can see what to tweak to encourage not just more views, but more repeat views. The more repeat views you get, the more into you, your business, and its products and or services your viewer likely is. The more folks that you manage to score along the way, the more sales you can score. And as of the recording of this video, quite a few of my clients are getting sales via TikTok messages. And they're in all sorts of niches, so this is super encouraging. Conducting traffic. You can also learn about your traffic sources, which means what percentage of a given country is your video traffic coming from. When you know what location or country is top performing, that can help you learn how to use TikTok Insights to grow even more, because you'll very likely want to craft your content accordingly. There's also audience overview, which tells you where your audience found your content, meaning what percentage of them found it via their For You page versus, say, your personal profile. How to use TikTok Insights to grow here is to see whatever might have gotten you on the For You page and determine whether you can duplicate that success in another related or even completely different piece of content. Knowing your peeps. The last section concerns your followers, and it's here where you learn the breakdown of your followers during the last week's time in terms of gender, where your followers are located based upon their country. How to use TikTok Insights to grow here is that you'll understand the type of individual your content is tending to attract right now on TikTok. So when you look at this information, is it more along the lines of who your ideal customer is? If so, double down on the type of content you're producing. If not, you may need to see where tweaks should be made in connection with your content creation for TikTok purposes. You also get to see your follower activity, which shows you when your followers are most active on the platform. You get to see when your followers aren't just most active, but when they're least active too. How to use TikTok Insights to grow here is that you'll identify the best window of opportunity for you in terms of posting your content and having it do the best soon after its publication. The better it does, the more the TikTok algorithm will continue to serve it out to new people until eventually engagement with your content fatigues. So obviously you want to put your content out in front of your audience when it's most likely to be on TikTok, engaging away so that you don't just reach them, but even more people who are just like them, thanks to the TikTok algorithm playing matchmaker between you and your content and the additional audience it'd like to help you score. Why is it so helpful? Its goal is to keep viewers engaged and on the platform longer. So it's going to serve people up a ton of content that's very similar to the type they clearly love through their follows, engagements, comments, etc. But there's one last cherry to put on top of the chocolate bundt cake of all of this analytical goodness, mama, and that is Insights Digital Intuition. TikTok Insights gives you access to your videos your followers watched. Hello, you're all but reading their minds here, aren't you? So TikTok generously shows you not just the content that's performing well, but its performance metrics, such as likes, comments, and shares. You could see the captions and the hashtags that were used too. How to use TikTok Insights to grow here is kind of obvious, no? Not that I'd invite you to plagiarize anyone, but if you can see what content your followers like outside of the content you create, this treasure trove of data can help you to create and optimize content in a similar vein or fashion so that it's more likely to be found by more of your followers and enjoyed by your followers. Amazing, right? Make sure you hit that notification bell because in the next part of this TikTok series, I'll share with you how to use TikTok to grow your platform, as in how to use that one app to grow the remainder of your platform, both directly and indirectly. It's so cool, and right now it's working so well if you apply what I teach you and you're intentional about it. So don't miss that video. In the meantime, make sure you hit that notification bell and select all so that you can follow along with this entire TikTok series that I've got to offer you. In the meantime, while you're waiting for that video, be sure to check out these two awesome videos as well. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot when you do that. And of course, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.